Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm doing our weekly readings looking at the week ahead. These are timeless, so whenever you feel guided to watch this video, that's when you should watch it because it holds a message for you. And the readings are also general, so take what resonates as it resonates with you. Watch your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus signs. You can cross-watch, reverse the roles, take the messages as they make sense to your situation, if they make sense to your situation. And information on private readings is always in the description box below. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much if you have. You have other weeklies you can check out. You have your monthlies to check out. You got lots of stuff. And this will be for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Happy birthday, Leo. I think we've still got another week or so of Leo season when I'm filming this anyway. So let's see. What's going on for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the week ahead? What does Leo need to know in the week ahead? Okay. So we have the situation or the focus, we have the challenge, and the potential outcome. Bottom of the deck, the Eight of Pentacles, hard work, mastery, reputation, perfecting something, working very hard to make sure something's perfect, several attempts at something. I'm also getting with this. It could be a new job opportunity. It could also be promotion and there's on the job training. For some of you, you're getting into the program you wanted or what you applied for, you're getting accepted, especially if it's a program, if it's a group, if it's anything to do with study education, any sort of upskilling program, fellowships, apprenticeships, anything like that, okay? In the situation, we have the Six of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so you're getting some sort of an approval, some sort of door is being opened to you. This is something you're going to have to learn, develop, perfect, but if you do things properly, okay, there's guaranteed success, there's guaranteed progression is the type of situation that this is, okay? For those of you, you're spending money on a trip or you're saving money in preparation for a trip or in preparation for a move. Definitely job opportunities happening here, job transition, going from one job to another for some of you, or going from being an apprentice to like a full-time employee, or going from, this could be the end of someone's probation period and now you're on your own and you're responsible for your own work and there's no more supervision, etc. Okay, this is progress. Whatever this is, it's progress. In the challenge position, we have the Four of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So for some of you, this feels either you're focused on growing here and this is a separate offer and you're wondering if it's too good to be true, okay, because you're working your way to the Four of Wands energy, right? And this dynamic that you're currently in, that you've been in, and there's been a progression and you're still on track. The Knight of Cups comes in and promises you this from the get-go, so you're a little suspicious, right? And with the Knight of Cups here, there's some aspect to it where you feel like it's too good to be true. You're questioning, or you should be, right? For others of you, I feel like with these two knights here, your work life is expanding, but your relationship is also expanding. So it's almost like you're being pulled in two different directions. Or for some of you, if you've been in a long distance relationship for a while, this is where someone's talking about either proposing marriage or proposing, hey, let's live together, you should move in with me, or what if I moved in with you? And they're trying to take it to the next level, and it's showing up as a challenge because you're happy with how things are going, you're happy with how fast things are going, if that's the situation. And in the outcome, we have the Five of Wands and the Page of Cups. Yeah, some inner conflict as a result of this offer. And with the Page of Cups, this is like communication, but there's some aspect here that you're not sure you can trust. There's some aspect that you're not sure you can trust. I do feel like if it's a relationship where, especially if it's been like long distance for a while or it's been moving very slowly because of travel, however that makes sense. And you've been preparing and saving and whatever with the purpose of at some point moving closer to each other, moving in together, whatever the case may be. I feel like someone is trying to skip some steps here with the Knight of Cups. They're not sticking to the plan. They're trying to skip some steps. And I feel like they're trying to put pressure on you with that Five of Wands. And with the Page of Cups, you'll try to talk them out of it, right? You'll try to take them to go from the Knight of Cups to the Page of Cups. And that's taking a step back, right? But there might be some tense conversations there, and you're not sure of what the outcome of that is going to be, because you might be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or someone who's very, very emotional. And if you're saying that's not what we talked about, they're taking it as a big fat no or a big fat rejection. And you're a little, conflicted with Five of Wands, but we've talked about this. We had a plan. We had a plan, right? The plan was okay. What are you doing? Right? And you're just trying to have an honest conversation, but you're not sure how it's going to go because they're being very sensitive here. If it's in a work sense, what this feels like, it's either an offer external to you and you're busy developing your current position or whatever you've been in, whatever you've been doing. And this could be an offer that's external to you. So you've been working your way through the ranks, for example, right? You started off as an apprentice, moved up. Now you're at a point where you're, let's say, a supervisor. You're moving your way up to becoming a manager, and then your manager's manager, and so on. And you just got to supervisor or team leader, let's say. And this external opportunity is coming in, and they're offering you a managerial role from the get-go. And you're looking at it conflicted with the Five of Wands and Page of Cups, thinking, well, it looks great, but I don't have the qualifications. I don't have there's a plan. There's a way to do these things, right? And I'm on it. I'm doing it. What you're offering doesn't make sense because that's not the normal progression. You don't just go and pick up someone off the street and offer them a manager's role. You know what I mean? There's a way of doing things. And I feel like you're going to be very suspicious, and you might even turn it down. And stick to your plan and stick to what you've invested in, right? Because you're happy there. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're headed in the right direction, and that's what matters to you. For others of you, this feels like a very quick. It's almost like you're going through the steps, but you're spending very little time in one or two of the steps. So you're got to be a supervisor, to keep with that metaphor. You got to be a supervisor, but you were doing that role only for a month before they talked to you about a promotion. And you're like, is that okay? I mean, okay. There's something unexpected, which is like, what you're not trusting is the fact that it seems to be skipping some steps that had been discussed and agreed upon, and out of the blue, someone's skipping some steps, throwing some steps out the window, and being like, hey, Leo, you want this now? Let's get more information here. So with the Six of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Cups. Definitely success, recognition, celebration. The Four of Wands with the Knight of Cups, we have the Nine of Wands. You're very defensive when it comes to this, because you're like, this is not how things are done. I don't know what's going on here, but I don't think I can trust it because I don't know what's going on. With the Five of Wands and the Page of Cups, we have the Five of Cups. You're going to turn someone down. Yeah, you're going to turn someone down because they're not going about it the right way. They're not going about it the right way. You have two fives here. They're trying to change a plan that was initially discussed, agreed upon, and you're happy with that plan. And so you're going to turn someone down. Where is this going to go with the Five of Cups? The Three of Pentacles, back to the drawing board. And the Knight of Swords, they're not going to be happy though. They're not going to be happy. And the Eight of Cups, yeah. They might leave, or this is you and you might turn your back and have to leave. Because you're saying, they're trying to do too much too fast. You're saying, hold on, that's not what we talked about. That's not what we agreed. That's not how you do things. They're pushing it. They may be playing the victim card, right? There may be trying to make you feel guilty, bad, try to get you to question your decision. You're saying, listen, I don't want to give up on this. I want to work with you, but we need to do things the proper way. We need to do things as we agreed. They're going to throw a fit with the Knight of Swords, and if playing the victim doesn't work, they're going to start making threats and throwing ultimatums at you. And I'm getting this more in a personal dynamic, right? Threaten to leave, or actually leave to see what you do, okay? But for you, it's like, I don't even understand what's going on. You're not being rational. I can't talk to you. Five of Wands, I tried reasoning with you. I told you let's meet in the middle. I was willing to negotiate, but you don't want to negotiate. You want me to do what you want me to do. And we had a plan, and we had agreed some things, and now you're going against the plan, and it's my fault that I don't want to do that too. Okay? Under the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, there's been a progression here. There's been a progression. There's been a plan. Okay, the Devil. Something was agreed upon. The Fool. Four of Swords, the Moon. And now someone's trying to flip the script. Okay, Ace of Wands here. Someone's trying to flip the script and speed things up. Okay, especially in personal dynamics. Okay, someone's trying to flip the script, speed things up. Either because they're overcompensating for something, or because they're afraid of losing you, or they're afraid that if things move too slowly, you'll lose interest. There's something to do with their own insecurities or their own fears of commitment. This could even be a situation where someone has a fear of commitment and they're like, I feel ready now. I want to do this now before I change my mind. And you're saying, well, that's not how you do things. That's not a good enough reason, right? This could be someone saying, let's elope. And you're like, no, that's not what we talked about. What do you mean? And they're like, I want to do this before I change my mind. You know, and you're saying, well, if that's how you feel about things, then what have we been doing? Because that's not how you do things. If you're trying to overcompensate for something, if you're insecure or you're unsure, this is not the way to do things. I feel like you're trying to keep a level head. This could all be reversed, but you take it as it makes sense, right? Someone's trying to keep a level head and be like, let's just stick to the plan. We've put a lot of work in this. We've put a lot of time in this. We've invested. This is not the time to flip the script. This is not the time to, throw caution to the wind. This is not what we're doing. And this other person is not taking it well, because they are operating from a place of fear and insecurity. And it's like they're interpreting you saying, let's take our time, invest, and do things properly. They're interpreting that to mean you're not sure, because they're projecting on you, right? And they're interpreting it to mean like you're not sure. You're giving them some excuse, but actually you don't want to do it. That's why, right? Because they're projecting their own fears and insecurities onto you, Leo. So things might be coming to a head this week. There might be some butting heads, some clashes happening. And I feel like if they do leave and you don't go after them, they're gonna have a rude awakening, come to their senses, and they will be back. Okay, this is someone going through some sort of a crisis here, and they're trying to speed things up because that's the way they have decided that that's what's gonna fix things, or that's what's gonna, you know what I mean? And you're trying to keep a level head and be the rational and reasonable one in this. And they might throw a fit, throw a tantrum, slam some doors and walk away. But when you don't go after them, they're going to have to address some things and grow up a little bit with the King of Cups here. Right? Because this is, they don't mean... this is someone who is very impulsive. They feel a little immature. But someone who's very impulsive. And it's like, oh, everyone's getting married. We should get married. And you're the one thinking, that's just not how you do things. We're supposed to, spend some time, get to know each other. Work together on this. Work together on that. What are we doing here? What are we doing there? We need to save up. We need to first live together. We need to, you know what I mean? There's a proper way of doing things. And they're just like, nah. They want to do it now because everyone else is doing it. Or... do you know what I mean? It's that kind of an energy, but immature. But you'll figure it out. You got a good head on your shoulders, Leo. You're not gonna give in. And they're just either gonna have to grow up, or if they leave, you let them go. Because I don't see this shaking you in any way. You're like, this is not how you do things. There's a way to do things. I want to do things properly. If you don't, that's on you. Okay? If it's in a work sense, there might be an opportunity external to you presented to you. And it's one of these where you're thinking, this can't be right because it's too good to be true. This is not how you do things. I feel like you're going to have meetings or negotiations. You're going to ask for more information when it comes to this opportunity. And they're going to try to force your hand, give you some sort of an ultimatum. They're not going to give you a lot of answers, but they're going to put pressure on you to sign up or to come on board. And I feel like that's what's going to put you off. With the moon and the Four of Swords, you're like, there's something going on here that I'm not sure and you're not telling me. And this could be a situation where someone's looking for a scapegoat and they're trying their hand to see if you fall for it. Or, yeah, this is someone trying to cut corners, trying to do something they're not supposed to be doing. But then they're trying to get you in there so that they put it on you. They blame it on you. They leave you holding the bag. And I don't feel like you're going to fall for it, Leo, because you got a good head on your shoulders. And you're like, I'm not going to walk away from a sure thing that I've invested in, that I've put my time, energy, and effort in, and I have progression, and I'm on course and on track, and, you know, sticking to the plan. I'm not going to walk away from that for something that, yeah, looks amazing, sounds amazing, but you can't seem to give me more answers. You can't seem to give me the information that I'm asking you, and on top of that, you're trying to pressure me into it. No, thank you. Okay, and that will give you whatever answer you need. Same thing if you're if you're looking for a house, if you're looking to buy a car, if you're looking for making any sort of big ticket item purchase, right? Big ticket purchase, or I think that's what it's called, whatever. It's something where you've had a plan, you've stuck to the plan, you've done things properly, and out of the blue there's something else comes in. And it comes with pressure. It looks awesome, it's got bells and whistles on, and it comes with pressure. Okay, it doesn't hold water when you start poking holes in it with questions to get answers. In fact, it doesn't hold water, and it comes with pressure. Buy it now. Oh, if you buy it now, we'll take 15,000 off, but it has to be now, right? Before you realize that the thing's not going to start, or there's issues with the foundation, or do you know what I mean? And I think you're gonna entertain, right? Tell me more about it, but the way they're going about it, you're gonna be like, no thank you. And because you're saying with the moon, I'm not exactly sure what's going on here, but this isn't right. I don't need to know what's going on here because you're not gonna tell me anyway. I'm just gonna say no thank you. Okay, so let's get more information here for Leo and the situation and the challenge and in the outcome. Bottom of the deck, we have the Architect, a card of purpose. So it's all about plans. You see, the Architect, Six of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, it's plans. There's a reason for everything. There's a purpose behind everything. There's a timing to everything. There's doing things right. Okay, there's doing things the right way. With the Six of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups in the situation, we have the Cat with curiosity, the Butterfly transformation, and the Fan, card of communication. Yeah. Someone's trying to change the plan. That's what this is. But with the Fan, there's something more there, right? There's something hidden. You hear and see something, but there's something hidden, right? A fan can say what manners can't, a signaling of veiled intent, right? And you're curious about it with the cat. You're entertaining it. But you're like, I'm not going to say yes or no until I have more information. Because something's not right. Something seems off. When the challenge position with 4 Wands, Knight of Cups, and the 9 of Wands, we have the Tree, growth. We have the Swan, serenity. And you have the Mountain, ascendance. Yeah, it's like, instead of allowing something to grow naturally, it's almost like which is something you're expecting. That's the plan. You're at peace with that. You're confident with that. Someone's trying to like shoot up, right? It's not shoot up as in, I got an addict in my mind right now. But this could be someone who has got some sort of an addiction with the devil card, and they're trying to fuel that addiction, okay? Because that was very specific. And they'll try anything to get what they need, okay? So just be careful with that, because I feel like you already know that. You have a history with this person, you know that's what they do. And that was just confirmation for you. But yeah, someone's trying to skip steps, right? Someone's trying to skip steps and get to the top of the mountain, as opposed to allowing for things to unfold naturally. And that's your challenge. That's your challenge, because you're like, I don't know, doesn't seem right. With the Five of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Five of Cups, we have the Trophy, Achievement, the Fox, Ingenuity, and the Anvil, Industry. Yeah, you're saying, I'm going to be smart about my decisions, and what's your actual achievement, where you have actual success, is the option that you've already worked on, or the option that takes time and work to develop. If it takes time and work, there's a plan behind it, there's a progression chart, or whatever you call it, right? There's a natural progression to it, there's some steps that everyone knows about. That's the one you're going to choose. You're being very smart, okay, about whatever's going on here that's presented to you, because you're like, I'm not impressed with the quick win. That's not right. That doesn't sound right to me. I've already invested in this. This makes sense to me. It's logical. There's steps to it. There's a progression to it. I'm going through the ranks. I'm going through the steps, okay, and I'm seeing success, and I'm receiving confirmation every step that I go. That is what I'm going to choose, because that is solid. Okay, that is solid. The rest of it, I don't trust it. I'm going to say no. Okay? So, Leo, very interesting reading. You're going to have to tell me what this is about for you, if it resonates. Let me know, because it's interesting. It's interesting, let me tell you. So I'm looking forward to your thoughts, okay? Watch your other placements. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.